Fun and games are expected at Nene Park this season, with Rushden Diamonds already the bookies' fancy to lift the conference title. New players have been brought in, and at the recent Rushden Diamonds Open Day we caught up with one of them, ex-Hayes midfielder John Brady.
Are you settling well in here as part of the county?
Yeah, definitely. Great bunch of lads, having a good time, just enjoying it, and basically, just trying to settle in at the moment.
So be raring to go as well for next week.
Can't wait for next week. Yeah, definitely. I think the confidence, as you see in yesterday's game, although we only lost 1-0 to Leicester. Basically, I think we've got a good team, and at the end of the day, I think we'll do very well.
Realistic targets for next season, because you are pretty much fancied to take the title.
Realistic target, the only target we've got, and the only thing we're focused on is to win the league. Not being big-headed, but we've got to win. So nothing less.
And how are you and all the boys taking the life of a full-time footballer now?
Great. It took me a while to adjust, because basically I come from Hayes, which training a couple of nights a week, and now training full-time. Very tiring, but now it's good. I'm loving it. Yeah.
Pre-season, how's that been going? The trip to Ireland was pretty bonding, I guess.
Yeah, it was great. We stuck together. I don't know about the training sessions at 8 o'clock in the morning, but otherwise it was very good.
This is the man charged with the unenviable task of bringing the conference trophy to Nene Park, but a relaxed Brian Talbot was in good spirits at the open day and looking forward to the new season.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think after last season, where we did go quite close, but we weren't quite good enough, I think people are up for the challenge. I mean, we have gone full time. I'm here every day with the lads, and we can't wait for it to start, really.
Now, pre-season preparations, how have all they been going? Have you been satisfied with what you've been seeing?
Yeah, we've done quite well. We went to Ireland to get people together, but it's a bit of a team building thing, and we had 2 good performances out there, but more importantly, we had 5 days all together. We came back and played in the sevens, and we were fortunate enough to win that. And we've had 2 good games last week against Northampton and Leicester. So we're ready now, and we're waiting for Forest Green now.
And of course the Leicester City match yesterday, and you were looking pretty good then.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, I don't think, to be fair to them, they were at full pelt. I think they've got one eye on Man United next week. But to be fair to Leicester, they did us proud. They brought their first team down, and I think there won't be many changes from the team yesterday to one next Saturday at Old Trafford. And we matched them. First half especially, I thought we were as good as them. Second half, they did get a bit on top and kept the ball. But overall, I had no complaints with our performance yesterday.
And how are your players finding the life of a full-time footballer now?
I think you better ask them that. I think that some of them find that hard. It's a shock to the system, and it takes a little while to get used to. But I think if you can have a bit of fun along the way, and we enjoy it together every morning in training, not all serious stuff, I think they look forward to coming into training. I hope they do. I mean, they'll say for themselves, but I think I've got a reasonably happy bunch of lads.
All the build-ups out of the way, as here on the first day of the season it's a chance for Rushden Diamonds to renew old acquaintances with Forest Green Rovers since their Doc Martens League days. Well, this is the team that Brian Talbot fields for the opening game of the 97-98 campaign. With the exception of Richie Hanlon, all his new recruits are starting. There's a rejig midfield with John Brady and the Dutchman Van der Velden starting this afternoon. Expect Paul Wilson and Tim Wooding to push up on either flank. One of the biggest questions before this afternoon's match was who exactly would partner Darren Collins up front. For this afternoon's match at least, Colin West gets the nod. This is pretty much the bulk of the team that lifted the Dr. Martens Premier Division title at the end of last season in dramatic circumstances. Danger man is number 10, Paul Hunt. 24 goals last season and Player of the Year at Forest Green. He's played for Swindon in years gone by and also has had a spell in Norway. Well, at last, the 98-99 campaign is underway. Rushden Diamonds, as we already know, are installed as 5-2 favourites to lift the conference title this season. But if you fancy a flutter on a long shot, Forest Green are 50-1 to top the conference at the end of this season. Well, it all makes for a very intriguing opening day fixture. Of course, don't forget that this is Forest Green's first ever match in the conference. This is the highest they've ever been in senior football. And exactly what's happened here at the Lawn, here in Nailsworth, in the picturesque Cotswolds, has surprised even the home faithful over the last couple of years. Last season, of course, they topped the Doc Martens League Premier Division, and the season before that, they emerged from the Midland Division as there's an early chance there, and Underwood hooks that over. The first chance of the new season goes to the Diamonds. Underwood's lob sailed about a foot or so over Justin Shuttlewood's crossbar. Well, that's Hunt, the player the Diamonds have got to look out for this afternoon, and he's looking for Kilgore in the middle, and that's hit the post. Well, dramatic start within the opening 10 minutes. The home side go that close to taking the lead. The ball in from Hunt was exquisite, and the header certainly beat Mark Gale, the Diamonds' debutant keeper this afternoon. But it's cannoned away off an upright, and already the home side mean business. Well, this is the first chance for the Diamonds to maybe spread the ball about in midfield, and that's nice play from Myson out there to Paul Underwood over on the left-hand side. Underwood's got options in the middle there. One of them's Collins. Well, that nearly came all the way over to West. But a chance for the home side to break, and they're looking for Paul Hunt at every opportunity, peeling away on the left-hand side, but Darren Bradshaw covers most efficiently there. Well, and that was inside to Alex Sykes, and the home side will shout for handball there. Referee has none of it. Diamonds fans basking in the sunshine. Beautiful afternoon here at the lawn. Well, this is Sykes breaking through. He's got the better of Tim Wooding, and the shot superbly turned over by Mark Gale. Well, Sykes broke through there on the left-hand side. Tim Wooding got caught, and the shot with the outside of his left foot tipped over there by Mark Gale. Impressive start by the Diamonds keeper. Of course, Mark Smith is missing the start of the season, and with saves like that, Mark Smith will find it difficult to get his place back as the home side break again, and again the Diamonds survive. Well, such an impressive start by Forest Green. That was Hallam in the middle, trying to get his foot onto that ball in, I think again by Hunt. And it remains 0-0, but both sides have had chances, with Forest Green maybe feeling a little bit aggrieved that they're not in front. Anyway, this is Paul Underwood for Rushden. Oh, and he wants to go it alone. Has he done a little bit too much? Underwood, he's got options. One of them's Myson here. That's Brady well forward as well. Collins up there as well. This is Underwood on the right-hand side here. Well, that cannoned off Underwood and will go out for a goal kick. Myson regained his fitness in time to start the campaign. Of course, that was another issue, whether it would be Myson or Richie Hanlon starting in the middle of the Diamonds midfield. Myson's got the nod. That's Sykes. Wooding to Bradshaw. Bradshaw moves forward, finds Myson, who's going to move forward with purpose. Michael Myson. Darren Collins was floored, but the referee, well, overlooks that challenge by Nathan Wigg. And this is Underwood, and plenty of space for John Brady on the right-hand side here. And the ball in, oh, just eluded Collins at the far post. The Diamonds coming into this game more now. Remains goalless here at the lawn. Beautiful day, very compact ground here in Nailsworth. Right in the heart of the Cotswolds we are here. It's been a windy trek to get to this ground. That was Van der Velden spreading the ball out to Tim Wooding. And that's Brady. Tries to move inside. Finds Wilson on the far side there. And that's Wilson's left-footed ball in towards Colin West on the far side, who's going to get the chance to knock this ball in again. Good cross by West. Collins' header was way off target. We've had 35 minutes here, still goalless, but the Diamonds have an opportunity here from this free kick, which will be taken by Brady. Oh, and that went over Collins' head, but on the far side is Chris Whyte. And the Diamonds have the lead in the opening game of the season. Chris Whyte's first goal for the club, and what a time to score it. The move was manufactured from Brady's free kick, which eluded the Diamond strikers, but it found Chris Whyte. What on earth was he doing that far forward? But he slid in at the far post and has given Rushden the lead, and having survived all that early pressure, they're going to look for a second here now, and Brady is totally unmarked on the far side. John Brady driven wide, and Brian Talbot's kicking the dugout. He knows that Brady should have given the Diamonds a 2-goal cushion there, right on the stroke of half-time. Well, the Diamonds had players over in numbers there. West was there, so was Brady. And on the half volley, he struck that well wide. Well, that's the halfway point in the opening fixture of 98-99. having rode all that early pressure, a period in which Forest Green actually struck the post. Chris Whyte's first goal for the Diamonds gives them a half-time lead. Second half kicks off in glorious sunshine here at the lawn. The Diamonds lead at the halfway stage by a 1-0. This is Chris Honour for Forest Green. Probably feeling slightly aggrieved to go in at the half-time interval, a goal down. I don't know what manager Frank Gregan has said to his players, but I'm sure it'll be along the lines of keep going as you are. That was Nathan Wiggs' ball forward. Oh, and the ball's been touched on for Sykes, and Gale with a save stretching away to his left to tip that ball away from Sykes' volley. Excellent stop, the second one we've seen in this game from Gale. And, well, Mark Gale takes the credit for keeping the Diamonds league intact there. That's Chris Whyte, the Diamonds goal scorer, looking for Collins long. Well, in fact, it was West who nodded the ball down to Underwood. Chris Whyte again. That was Winter forward. Underwood and Paul Wilson, the ex-cobbler, nearly gets robbed there. But that's Darren Collins getting the better of Mike Kilgore there, and he'll look for the opportunity to shoot, and that was blocked. And it's come back to Tim Wooding, and deflection and goal! And the Diamonds have a 2-0 lead here at the lawn, and Wooding's shot, Collins and West are celebrating, but Wooding's shot may be on its way in, but that took a wicked deflection off Mike Kilgore's head. Totally deceived Justin Shuttlewood. And the home side, on their football conference debut, are 2 goals down at home. And that's Underwood's ball in, and a goal just before half-time and a goal just after it has given the Diamonds a comfortable cushion, and Myson now will make it 3, will he? Well, no, he won't. I think the referees penalised Colin West there for that challenge on Shuttlewood, and Myson, well, nearly sliding in to give the Diamonds a 3rd, but I don't think it would have counted anyway. Well, that's Hunt. He certainly looked the player most likely to turn things around for the home side. And the ball in, headed over there by Mark Hallam. Nothing seems to be going right for the home side at the moment, you have to say. Tim Wooding there. And that's John Brady helping the ball forward to Michael Myson. Paul Underwood. Now Wilson. Oh, left-footed ball whipped in by Wilson, and Shuttlewood got that at the second attempt, but John Brady was sliding in. And had he connected with that, that would have been a 3rd. But now at the other end, Forest Green are attacking. This is Hunt. Oh, and the ball's been pulled back to Hallam, and that's been spooned over, and nothing is going right for the home side. Well, you can see how disgusted Mark Hallam is with that effort. He had maybe a little bit more time than he realised there. Collins to Brady. Clearance by Don Forbes for Forest Green. Wilson inside to Van der Walden. That ball's to Myson. And, well, Paul Underwood there. An error by Jim Rollo. Underwood shot and back into the arms of Shuttlewood when Collins was lurking. And the Diamonds are beginning to turn the screw now. Look at this, Underwood's drive. Decent save by Shuttlewood, and fortuitously that ball bounced back to him. Collins would certainly have converted there. But it's all Diamonds at the moment. Now Underwood. Keeping possession so articulately. Rushden! Van der Walden shot into the arms of Shuttlewood. And Van der Walden, Brian Talbot drafted him in. He's played a few games for Barnsley, Van der Walden. He's also had experience in the Dutch Premier League. And, well, certainly we're going to be seeing good things to come from Van der Walden, as we are, I'm sure, of all the new fellas. That ball's given away there by Don Forbes. Underwood, shadowed by both Steve Winter and Kilgore. Underwood's ball. Oh, lovely touch. This is Brady. Well, challenged on the edge of the box by Chris Honour. Collins will leave this for Myson. That's been deflected. and towards Shuttlewood, and he collected that from right under the gaze of Colin West. But Diamonds fans, they've made the long trek to the Cotswolds. I'm sure so satisfied with what they're seeing. And the ball's been hooked over there by Gary Smart. Well, Forest Green have had their chances in this game. No denying that. And clipped over. The idea was maybe right from Gary Smart, but still the home side have failed to register anything on the score sheet. It remains Forest Green Rovers 0, Rushden Diamonds 2. And Collins now will beat Winter, and Collins is round Shuttlewood, and he's knocked that over the bar, and West in the middle has every right to feel aggrieved there. But, well, the Diamonds, they could have had about 4 in the second half. Look at this, Collins was round Shuttlewood, and, well, maybe we can see the space. West was in there, look at that. Chris Whyte. Nice touch by Underwood, although he showed too much of that to Steve Winter. That's Jim Rollo. And Hallam helps that on to Hunt. Shadowed by Wilson. And the ball's been knocked in long there by the substitute. Jackson tidied up though by Tim Wooding into the arms of Mark Gale, who can be very pleased with his performance on his Diamonds debut. Mark Gale made 2 important stops. That's Hunt. Bradshaw there, so's Whyte, and the Diamonds can tidy things up there. Myson sliding in. Well, that just about sums up Forest Green's afternoon. Not long to go now. They've had their chances. Well, maybe a little bit of lack of concentration in the late afternoon heat here at the Lawn in Nailsworth. That's Underwood. Knocked back in though by Nathan Wigg, and Wilson just happy to hook that ball upfield. Collins challenging. Underwood's got a bit of time. Well, the shout from Brian Talbot all through this match has been just keep hold of the ball. And to be honest, he'll be fairly satisfied with what's happened here on the opening day of the new campaign. That's Underwood, and the Diamonds look for a third. Collins is there. Well, cleared by Mike Kilgore, but only as far as Underwood, and back to Wilson. And the left-footed cross in, touched behind by Shuttlewood, should I say. That's Underwood. Well, Forest Green have a throw, but unless they can do something very quickly, the Diamonds are going to be collecting their first 3 conference points of the season here at Forest Green. And it's been an accomplished performance, because they came here this afternoon, I suppose, not really knowing what to expect, this being Forest Green's first ever outing in the conference. And within their next 3 fixtures, the Diamonds are going to be playing the other 2 sides who've made their way up to the conference from the qualifying structure. Next home match is against Welling. Then Barrow come to Nene Park this Saturday. And then there's a Tuesday night trip down to Kingstonian. That was the substitute Jackson, heading the ball only as far as Michael Myson. Paul Wilson, Chris Whyte, and the Diamonds content to just stroke the ball around at the back now in a manner you expect to see in the Italian league. Well, this is Wilson. Well, Rushden and Diamonds have come to Forest Green Rovers on the opening day of the season, and a pretty accomplished performance has seen them run out 2-0 winners. Chris Whyte's first goal for the club, and then an unfortunate own goal has given Brian Talbot's side the first 3 points of the new campaign.
Well, Brian, an opening day win and a case of job done, I guess.
Yeah, very pleasing. I mean, considering how we started last season, this time we got it right. I mean, we come away, it's I think a difficult place to come to. There's a big slope on the pitch, and they're buzzing through after they won the championship, and they were really all flying around the first 30 minutes, but we weathered the storm, and I think we ran out worthy winners really.
You've obviously made changes over the summer. Were you pleased on the sidelines today with how things were shaping up on the playing front?
Yeah, I mean, there's things to be worked on. I mean, there's certain things you're not happy with it, but that's every game. But I think we come here to do a job. We marshalled very well at the back. They didn't really cause any trouble second half after the initial period. We passed it well, and we could have scored more goals. We missed 1 or 2 chances. Could have had a penalty. So all in all, really, we're going back on the coast very happy.
Encouraging performances by the new men as well, in particular, I guess, the goalkeeper.
Yeah, the goalkeeper did very well. I mean, to be fair, he's played over 200 league games, so we know he's got quality. But he's settled in very well. He's played well in pre-season. He's come in today and made a couple of tremendous saves first half when we needed him. But credit to everybody, really.
And now nice to get back to Nene Park after such an encouraging opening day win for two more conference games at home.
Yeah, we know it's going to be difficult, and we know that everybody wants to beat us. We ain't got any illusions. We know it's going to be one hell of a battle every game. But we go back to Nene Park with 3 points under our belt, and we've got 2 home games to come, as you say. We know we've got to carry on the good work we've done today into the 2 home games, and hopefully, after the first week, we'll be pleased with the job done.
Chris Whyte, your first goal for the Diamonds today, and don't take this the wrong way, but can you remember the last time you scored a goal in competitive football?
It was a little while ago, but I mean, I'll settle for that. First game of the season, away from home, 1-2-0, scored a goal. You know, well happy.
What about an assessment of the overall team performance today? Some encouraging signs out there.
Yeah, most definitely. Overall, I mean, we've had a really good pre-season. We've looked, to play well as a team. In our first game, first half, we wasn't that, we wasn't that good, but we played better. Second half, I thought we was a lot better as a team, and hopefully we can go on from there.
And after such an encouraging start today, nice to get back to Nene Park for 2 home games in the conference now.
Yeah, at the end of the day, your home games, you should be confident that you can win them. It's easier said than done, but we'll definitely be up for it on Tuesday.
Now, there's a lot resting on what you do out there this season, Chris. You're already installed as 5-2 favourites to lift the conference. Is that maybe something you're thinking about even this early on in the season?
Well, not. I mean, they make us favourites. That's their choice. At the end of the day, we've got to go out and win games, and like all 24 teams, they want to finish as high as possible, and we want to try and be the champions at the end of the season, and that's what we aim to do. So, I don't think players are really looking too much into it, being favourites and that. We're just going to take one game at a time, and hopefully at the end, we're the ones that be celebrating.
2-0 victory. It's good professional score, 2-0 away from. We never played brilliant, we never played badly, but we got the points, and more importantly, we kept a clean sheet, which, like the back 4, we take pride in it.
Now, you initially have been drafted in on a short-term basis, I suppose, to Nene Park, but how long can we expect to be seeing you around the Diamonds?
Well, I've signed for a year now, so I'll definitely be here till the end of the season. So it's a bit of competition between me and Mark Smith. We go back a bit of time. We were together at Crewe, so we know each other, and may the best man win.
An assessment of the overall team performance today?
We played better in pre-season. I think if you could compare us with a car, I think we were on 2 cylinders, but when we're firing on all cylinders, we'll do a good job, I think.
And now nice to get back to Nene Park for 2 home games in the conference after such an encouraging opening day win.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it's good to be playing in front of your own fans, and I think they're very important games at home. If you can win all your own games and pick up something away from home, we'll be thereabouts.